Hey guys, welcome to the second video of this video series building a continuous delivery pipeline with Visual Studio Team Services. And in the previous video we talked about how to get started with Visual Studio Team Services by creating a project and then hosting your code inside of VSTS, and then after that we created a build pipeline and a release pipeline to get started with the continuous delivery pipeline that we wanted to create. And we hosted our source code, the ASP.NET Core MVC project that we created on VSTS. Even though we are creating this continuous delivery pipeline on VSTS, your source code doesn't have to be hosted on Visual Studio Team Services. It can be hosted elsewhere as well. So in this part we will be discussing how you can connect your GitHub project that hosts your source code to your existing build pipeline, and you can have the same functionality where when you commit a change to the GitHub project, your build pipeline will trigger and start building. So that functionality will still be there, and you can use external Git repositories for your build pipeline. So we'll quickly get into this and see how we can do it. So as you can see, now I am in the Visual Studio Team Services project that we created earlier. So if I navigate to the builds, it contains the build that we created in the previous video. So I'm going to click on this button and go to edit pipeline, and I can see the pipeline and the tasks that we have included in this build definition. So in the get source section, this is where we have selected the source for our source control repository, and here you can see we have selected the VSTS Git. But there are several different options, including GitHub, GitHub Enterprise, Subversion, and Bitbucket Cloud, and even an external Git repository. So in this video we will be talking about how you can create or how you can connect your GitHub repository to this build pipeline. It is really simple. To do that, you need to click on GitHub, select GitHub, and then you need to authorize your access to your GitHub repositories. So first you need to add a connection name, and I'm going to just rename this to GitHub connection, and I'm going to click on authorize using auth. Then pop-up will come up. Here you need to authenticate yourself. So since I have already connected to and logged into GitHub account on this particular browser, it has automatically picked the credentials, and the connection is the connection to the GitHub project is the GitHub account is authorized. So since now I have a GitHub connection created, I can go ahead and create or select the repository that I want to connect to this build definition. I'm going to click on this button to select the repository, and you can search among the repositories that is available in your GitHub account. So the repository in question is called build and release pipeline, and I'm going to search for it, and you can see that this project is available. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this project and select the default branch as well. So at this moment we only have the master branch, so I'm going to select that, and that is basically it. So what you can do now is do and save this, and I'm going to add a comment called connected GitHub account, and make sure we have the trigger set to continuous integration. That is there. So I'm going to click on the summary button. It will take me to the summary of this particular build, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to quickly do a small change to the application. We'll change the message here and do a commit. And I'm going to push these changes to the GitHub repository. So now you can see the changes has been pushed now. So we'll check the Visual Studio Theme Services account to make sure that build is triggered. So we can just refresh this. As you can see now, a build is triggered using the GitHub repository. And if you go into the details, and the logs will come up soon. As soon as the build agent is spun up, we can see that when this source control is pulling the sources in order to build, it will be pulling from the GitHub repository that we connected. So as you can see also here, the GitHub repository is marked here, and the commit that we made, this small change to the home controller.cs, is also properly picked up, and we can view the change here as well. So this will start building, and just as we saw earlier in the previous video, it will complete the build and it will actually trigger the release pipeline as well. So that is really quickly how we can configure external repositories that include GitHub as well, and connect that with your build and release pipelines, and get your source code from there. So thank you guys for watching, and that is it for this video. I will see you guys in the next one.